Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to Goal School. Welcome back to yet another week of predictions for the Championship. This time it's the midweek fixtures for match week 14 in the Championship. As always, on screen now is how the prediction league is looking after 13 weeks of predicting the Championship. Be sure to add to your scores or get your score running by predicting the games that are listed in the description as well. If you're going to enjoy, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Hype the video as well. Let's get into these midweek predictions for the Championship. We begin with Birmingham hosting Millwall. For Millwall, they threw the game away against Oxford. That really should be 3 points in the bag for them, but it's 2 points dropped in the end away at the Kassam. Birmingham was an emphatic victory at home against Portsmouth, and they hope for the same here against Millwall. Not an easy game, but in this one, I do see the home side getting the 3 points in the 2-1 home victory here. I think the Blues will just be full of confidence after that hammering of Portsmouth. Millwall, I feel there'll still be a bit shell shock from that last game away at Oxford. In this one, Birmingham to win 2-1. Bristol City hosting Blackburn Rovers is the next one, and one of the big surprise games of the weekend. Well, both of these games actually at the weekend had surprises in them. Blackburn winning away from home, 2-0 as well. A very good side they were playing against in Leicester, of course. It was a very good victory. And in Bristol City losing 5-1 away at Stoke. Both sides are in the playoffs, of course, at that point. Yeah, crazy stuff. In this one, it's back at home for Bristol City. And Blackburn are away once again. It's going to be a tough old game, this one, to predict. But I do think it's be close. Both sides to score. Blackburn to get the 3 points and the 2-1 away victory here. They might be slow starters this season, but they might finally be up and running. 2-1 Blackburn. Moving on, we go to Charlton hosting West Brom. For West Brom was a disappointing 0-0 draw at home against Sheffield Wednesday at the weekend. For Charlton, well, I think they would have been very happy with the point they got at home against Swansea, because really that second half, all over them. First minute, ref has missed an obvious red card for a Charlton player, of course. Their goal is a Swansea mistake as well. Vigouroux pulled off a fantastic save in that game as well. So I think Charlton, they'd happily take a point from the weekend. And against the West Brom side here, you probably would be happy with a point as well here, because this is no easy game. There's no easy game in the Championship, full stop. But West Brom are a very talented side as well. But to be fair to Charlton, they're up there in the table already for a reason. They have been a very hard side to play against, which is why in this one, I'm sitting on the fence. 1-1. Derby hosting Hull City next up. Now, both of these sides are on a really nice run of form in the Championship. For Derby, it was Carlton Morris with his first ever professional hat-trick. Last time out with the win away at Bramall Lane, 3-1 in that one. For Hull, very nice win away at Norwich, 2-0 in the end. They probably should have conceded the Josh Sargent chance. I don't know how he's missed that one, but Hull will not be complaining. Hull doing very well. So are Derby at the minute. In this one, though, I think it's just home advantage that gets Derby over the line. 2-1 Derby. I do feel really harsh, though, not giving Hull anything here. But I think Derby, they're on a nice little run at the moment. 2-1 win here. Ipswich hosting Watford next up. It's two sides that won at the weekend. For Ipswich, it was Nunes with 2 fantastic free kicks in front of the away end in the second half. Really good player and showing his quality there from the dead ball situations. I feel like Ipswich, that was the performance they needed and the result to go with it, really. We've been expecting that all season so far, and finally the emphatic victory has come for them. For Watford, I mean, no one saw them beating Borough 3-0 at home, did they? What a result that is for them. In this one, I think it's been a very close game, but I have gone Ipswich 1-0 at home. I think Watford, though, are going to give them a really good run for their money in this one. But Ipswich to get the win, 1-0 at home. Next up is Leicester hosting Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough really disappointing there. Their second defeat of the season. Yeah, that was really poor away at Watford. For Leicester, really poor against Blackburn. Something has to give in this one. I don't want to predict another draw, so I'm going to go for the home side to get a 1-0 victory here. I think the quality in their squad, surely they got to start picking up the wins somewhere. And yeah, anytime soon anyway. 1-0 Leicester in this one. Oxford versus Stoke is a game that I think screams goals. Stoke just beat Bristol City 5-1. And so far this season, they are looking absolutely incredible. I think this time last season, it took them to the end of the year, the calendar year, to get to this many points. So they're doing very well. For Oxford, of course, very good mentality to come back from the game against Millwall and get a point from it. it's going to be scrappy at the bottom for them this season. But of course, they keep ticking away at that points tally and keep adding to it one by one at the moment. In this one, though, against Stoke, who are firing the goals in at the moment, I think it's going to be an absolute goal fest at the Sam. Oxford 2, Stoke 4 in this one. Coventry host Sheffield United next up. Coventry with their first defeat of the season on Friday night. And Halloween, of course, what a time for it to come. And it's Wrexham with the hat-trick with Kiefer Moore to win the game. And Coventry, yeah, first time this season they've lost. Let's see if they can bounce straight back. Otherwise, of course, the table now starts to, everyone can try and catch up to the top of the tree, as Coventry and Middlesbrough both lost at the weekend. But of course, Millwall in third failed to win as well. They only got a point. In this one, Sheff Wed also lost last time out 3-1 at home against Derby. And in this one, I think they face defeat again. It's Coventry to get back to winning ways at home, 2-0 in this one. Next up, we go to Preston hosting my team Swansea. Preston are doing very well. They were the last side to face Will Still's Southampton side, and they got a 2-0 away victory in that one. As for Swansea, frustrating 1-1 draw where Charlton really should have won that one. And we've said that so many times this season already. And we're only in the 14th game now. So we really should be up there in the playoffs at the moment. A lot of fans are calling for a change in the dugout already. With Alan Sheehan saying we should be doing better with the squad we have. I don't think he's going to get sacked until the international break at least. And even then, that probably won't even happen at this rate. In this one, I think Preston will do us. We have an awful record away at Preston, away at Deepdale. I honestly think Preston are going to win this one. We will be live for this one, hopefully, on Wednesday. Hopefully I'm wrong as well, my prediction. But I think Preston win 2-1 here against Swansea. I really hope I'm wrong on this one, though. Next up, we go to QPR hosting Southampton. Now, QPR, of course, were the villains against Ipswich at the weekend, losing 4-1. Nunes had 2 really good free kicks. The first one's brilliant. The second one, I don't know, the keeper's positioning is too one-sided following the previous free kick as well. Against Southampton in this one, without Will Still now, he has now departed the club. To be honest, yeah, they didn't. Every time I watch Southampton, they look pretty boring. The game against Swansea, I don't know how they didn't score 5 or 6 in that one, to be fair. And he probably still has his job, if that is the case. But football's harsh. And Will Still be the Southampton manager? No, he will not. Will Still will not be in charge of Southampton no longer. I don't know why I made that so difficult to say there. But in this one, I think Southampton get back to winning ways here. 3-0 away at QPR. Sheffield Wednesday hosting Norwich. Next up is a battle of the two sides. 23rd and 24th at the moment. Sheffield Wednesday at the bottom, but it was a good point at the weekend against West Brom. For Norwich, it was another defeat. And I think Liam Manning is not going to be there for much longer. You wouldn't think anyway. Surely not. Surely he's going to be in the international break. He will be gone. Because this cannot continue for Norwich. Surely not. In this one, though, I've actually gone for... Is it a surprise? Probably not, actually. They're probably playing the better football out of the two sides. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Norwich 1 in this one. And what could be, maybe, finally, the end of Liam Manning. And the final game to predict of the midweek action is Portsmouth hosting Wrexham. Wrexham with a fantastic win on Friday night. And Portsmouth with a horrible defeat on the Saturday. In this one, at Portsmouth, that has to be taken into account. Of course, in 2025, they've had a fantastic home record. But it is Wrexham coming off the confidence of being the first side to beat Coventry this season. In this one, Portsmouth to score, Wrexham to win, 3-1 Wrexham in this one. Well then guys, to wrap up my predictions for Match Week 14, as always, we've got more games at the weekend for Match Week 15. So be sure to have your notifications on to be first to be notified when that prediction video gets released. If you have enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one very soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.